Starting video transmission. Or
Transcribe.
I was trying to get it in before we went live.
That's what she said.
That's right. Wait, are we live now?
We are live now, yeah.
Beautiful. Welcome everybody to episode 8 of our Mistwalkers Shroud campaign. Another misadventure. And speaking of misadventure, let's say hi to our misadventurers who are joining us tonight. Starting with names. What should I never know if I should do character names or player names or user names. Anyway, let's start with Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. I play Sully.
Taylor.
I'm Taylor. I play Olan. And I think John said it was episode 8, but it is episode 9.
Episode 9. Sorry, there's some discussion over that, and I got mixed up. It is episode 9. We did not. Steven.
Hi, I'm Steven, also known as Funk, and I'm playing Buster Case Lightfoot, the cleric rabbit guy.
Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam, also known as Swerta. I'm playing Rosemary.
And last but certainly not least, Will.
Hello, my name is William. I am playing Tobias Boone, your friendly neighborhood shadow sorcerer.
Beautiful. And I am Jonathan, your humble dungeon master. Last we left off, our party had fought their way through the undercrypt, down 2 levels, alongside one of the agents of the Baron of Martyr Bay. After falling into a bit of a trap situation where you had to fight, the team was separated and they had to fight many undead. They finally managed to retrieve both the fake and real crown, which they were sent down here for. After achieving this goal, they heard singing in the pit below and decided that they would continue to travel deeper into the crypt, despite their goal being complete, because, well, the Vanisher is still out there. Did I miss anything, party?
No, but I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he actually said it a lot nicer. I was gonna say we kept going because we're not that smart.
Some of us aren't that smart. I'm not pointing any fingers, but...
I will.
Have a little more self-respect.
No.
No.
Oh. As we head deeper into the crypt. Is there anything you guys are doing before you hop down into this hole?
So let's maybe go over what we know. Some of us heard a lot of song. Some of us heard a little bit of song.
Yeah.
All of us saw the Forget-Me-Nots. Some of us saw that they're an illusion to cover up pools of blood.
Yes.
Which seemed
But
fresh.
None of that. Some
Also,
of us saw none of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also, Sully, you have plate armor now, by the way.
Does that mean my AC goes up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
John, you're muted. You're muted, John.
How much does it go up?
Oh, I already changed it for you. So your new AC is 18. It was 17. Or actually, it was 16 based on your name AC.
I'm still cruising with a nice 16. But
I had a great conversation with my sister.
you did have a conversation with your sister. That's true.
Yeah, it was great. She was super forthright and honest, and I didn't need to roll insight.
That is how the last thing that happened. That's right. And what did your sister tell you in this conversation?
Excuse me. That I still have much to remember, and find her past the swamp and something about a lair of a shadow dragon. I'm sure she's just being dramatic.
All the sisters are like that.
They
what we call
really
Ted.
are. Ted.
There are some who
Ted
call
the
me
Shadow Dragon.
Ted.
Oh my god. Ted, you're so dramatic all the time.
Ted, you're
A
just a
long
normal
story.
dragon and you have a shadow. Like, not every dragon with a shadow is a shadow dragon. Haven't you read
I had
the
to fill
monster
out-
manual?
I had to fill out paperwork and I panicked. It was the first thing I saw. Ugh.
What do you mean you love shadow? Are you just looking around your lair and naming the things that you see?
In terms of things that we do, I getting back on the thing, I cast Eyes of Night on us, or cast. I use my ability to make sure that everyone can see.
Shared dark
Root
vision.
feet. That's better.
What
That's
a-
much better.
Everyone gets dark vision for 300 feet.
Oh yeah, and you said
Oh.
that there were not lights down here, right? It was pretty much dark and
Correct. Down in this layer, it is dark. There are no torches.
Don't
or
we all
like
have
the
dark
undercroft.
vision though?
no, not all of us.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, we all
I
do.
only do thanks to my class.
You doesn't, right?
Me?
You.
She-
No, I'm a human with dark vision.
Wait, one of us didn't
That
have
ain't
dark
right.
vision, but
That's
Well,
not
now
right.
it's all under 300 feet.
I was
So-
saying irrelevant.
Yeah. Now
Adjourned.
you all have better dark vision.
Darker vision.
Is there anything else
Wait.
you guys are doing before you head down?
Creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. It's only 4. Who are the 4 that need it? Because there's 5 plus Thorn.
I've
Give
got
it to.
60.
I have
Thorn.
120 feet of normal dark vision, so you can give it to Thorn if you want.
I would say Thorn
Okay.
definitely needs it. I think I have also extendo dark vision.
Oh,
Elves.
Mother just gave me the regular dark vision.
Yeah, you can have big eyeball. See forever.
Oh, that sounds kind of scary. Can I just see for a bit?
Because Thorn's just human, right?
Yes.
Wait, she's human, but she doesn't have dark vision? What's wrong with her?
Most humans do not have dark vision.
Rosemary, you're being so insensitive.
You can't just ask people why they don't have dark vision.
Okay. I mean, I can't think of anything that I should want to do with my. I could blow the horn of silent alarm and freak Pike out, just for fun.
You guys did get lots of,
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
I've
got
got a-
weapons and armor from last time, but
Can I try Arcana or using my Arcana skill to figure out why my longsword is humming?
Oh, I guess I would like to sniff my short sword to see if it has magic as well.
your short sword does have magic.
Okay, cool.
I guess you can. Is yours like a detect magic thing?
No, I just am trained in Arcana.
No,
I
I,
just
meant
wanted to sniff
Olin's.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
proficient in Arcana,
smells
though.
smells like magic.
That's a throwback to a character that knowing your old Gil. Rip Gil. Almost eaten by a dragon.
I don't. You can sure you can make an Arcana check for that, Sam.
Right.
It's gonna be very
Nat
high.
20.
DC.
coming up. My specialty.
It's her specialty, guys. Wow.
How's the 12?
A 12.
Yeah. You're
By,
not.
by high DC, you mean 10.
Can I roll for mine just for
Sure.
fun? Obviously not advantage. 8. Yeah,
You're.
it's magical.
Some would say, compared to an 8, a 12 is high.
It's 50% more.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
true. So who's going? What else are you guys doing?
Let us go down cave.
Can I do like can I look for like tracks or anything down here? Like something that might give us a clue as to if anyone else has been down here besides like the hordes of undead.
Are you crawling down to do this, or trying to do it from up above?
Oh, I'll get down and dirty, buddy.
So are you guys dropping a rope down or anything? Because there is like a stairs, but it's like broken and crumbling.
I would.
Yeah, we'll
recommend
do.
a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got
How
10
far,
feet
how
of
far
rope.
of a drop?
But
It's about 20 feet down.
Also, I'm gonna take a thin rope. I'm gonna take 20 feet of my rope, and I'm gonna tie it on to the end of one of my daggers. And I'm gonna put the dagger back in the sheath and just put it on my hip.
rope gun.
Rope gun.
I was gonna say yeah. We'll use some rope and tie a tether down.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check. As you guys kind of like look around, you see what look like several urns along the wall here. The path it's like a large round room. The path opens up to the south, and you see what looks like a couple of carts filled with rocks built up, almost like they are blocking the path here.
It's a 16. It's okay.
Yeah, you look around. I think with a 16, you can kind of tell somewhat the difference between the undead footsteps and the kind of more direct and clear steps of the living. And you do notice that there is a couple of pairs of footsteps. One, a set of heavy boots. One, kind of like a smaller frame. That have been kind of walking around down here. You also notice what looks like almost like tracks, or almost like a worm or something has been like slithering through, or perhaps like a large snake.
Okay.
Does it look like the tracks are coming towards where we're coming from? Or does it look like they're going the way that we're going?
Well, you've pretty much so you guys have gone down into this crypt, and it's only like one exit from here. So it just looks like something has slithered, or like come in, slithered around, and left.
Olan asks Thorn, "Put your boot next to this footprint."
She does so.
Does it match? Does it look like similar?
No. I mean, they're kind of like. They're close, but it's definitely not like the same footprints.
Okay. Some people have been down here, living people, but I don't think they're any of yours, which means that we should be worried.
Can I measure my foot?
Yeah, you do. It's maybe about the same size. It's probably closer to Rosemary's than Thorn's, but it's still like not an exact fit.
Everybody, bring your feet.
I reach in my backpack, and I pull out the potion of invulnerability. Yeah, I hand it to Olan, and I say, "Olan, you took a bit of a beating there, and I actually thought you were going to leave me there when you went through the door, but you just you made me worried for a second right there. But anyway,
I would never leave you behind. You're my best friend."
Olan, you just stop it, man. You're just too nice to me. But yeah, take this. If things get bad, you're already a little bit beat up. So I just think that you need this, and let's just hope that we don't.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. Buster, I don't think it matches. I'm sorry.
I do not think so.
Oh, it's real close though. You got
Boots
some
are-
big feet.
Boots are not my thing.
It's not like the boot, but it is kind of like the other thinner one, a little bit.
Can I try to hear the singing again? Like, can I try to focus to hear it? Because I don't know why we don't hear it.
You can. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. An 8.
No.
Yeah, you listen real hard. You don't hear the song. Like the only thing, the singing must have stopped because you do not hear it at all anymore.
Oh, like.
And actually, like
So-
everybody, since you're kind of spending some time, everybody else can make me wisdom saves this year. Anybody that would be listening out for this song.
So just so I have it under my awareness,
16. Okay.
we're currently at the
Cool.
ignore the bless. I don't know why that's clicked.
It's a wise
Um,
man.
Wow.
But still a 23. I'm
Does
a
a 5
cleric. It's
pass?
my thing.
Does a 5 pass?
5 does not pass.
Not quite as close.
Yeah, I mean, all of you climb down. None of you hear the song.
Not even Buster?
With a 23.
Buster.
If I
That's
hum along
terrifying.
with my sword, does anyone recognize it as the song that they heard earlier?
No, your song's not like
Okay.
yeah, it's not making like an audible. It's not that kind of
Oh.
humming.
I completely misunderstood that. I thought I had a singing sword and I was so excited.
No, it's like vibrating.
Oh, different humming.
Wait, Rosemary, let me smell your sword.
I hold it up so you can smell it.
It's
Oh,
magical.
careful, it's a real sharp edge.
It's magical, for sure.
Oh my gosh, I could have used this last fight. My poor sword from Mother's all chipped up.
Well, we're down here.
Well,
So just so I am aware, we went into the end of a catacomb. The floor fell out into a lower floor.
Mm-hmm.
So this part where we're standing currently, if the ceiling hadn't fallen out, is this also kind of like a dead end cul-de-sac of catacombs?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. This is like a
So
cul-de-sac, similar to like where the top you kind of reach the end of that room. This room also
Two of
ends
them
here,
kind of just linked
and-
together.
and it goes
Okay.
like south, basically underneath the floor you were just on. And just to remind you guys, the floors here, unlike the ones upstairs, which were like kind of tiled floor, this is just like dirt ground, rough cut walls. Like much less glam has gone into this part of the crypt.
Can I inspect some of the either tombs or mausoleums or gravestones to see like kind of who is buried here? Are there any names or placards or identification whatsoever?
For sure. Give me one
Oh,
sec.
we
I'm
should
not
have-
going to go full map yet. But...
We should have all rolled +3
oh,
on
Oh, that's
paladin.
our
true.
wisdom saves because of
That's a
aura of protection.
That's 26.
That does
I
change
completely
things.
forgot.
Oh.
does an 11 or
6.
does an 8 change things?
Yes, same. It's the 8 that changes things.
Change that. Everyone, make sure you
so-
have a global save modifier for the aura protection.
Yeah, I do. I
You're
just
kind-
forgot to use it.
You're kind of looking like this room is just kind of like circular, one exit to the south of you. Like I mentioned, there's a couple of carts almost that like used to haul dirt that are like filled with rocks. They're kind of sitting crisscross to block the path, though you could easily kind of like climb over them. And you can see several hallways leading out from there. Buster, before you start looking at graves, because you don't see any that are immediately around you, though you can see some like a little off in the distance. You do hear the song louder now that you're kind of like down here, but it seems to be coming from pretty deep within the cavern.
When you say song, does it sound like a person singing, like an ethereal, like ghost, spirit, woman, male? Does it sound like an animal? Does it sound like warbling? Does it what does it elicit when you say song or singing?
Great question. And I meant to find a sound for this, and I did not. But it's kind of like a kind of beautiful, haunting, ethereal singing. There's no words. So it's just kind of like an kind of thing. But more
Is it-
ethereal and
Is it a singular voice or does it sound like a chorus?
it sounds like a chorus of voices.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm kind of getting the vibe of like the singing
Sylvana
ladies.
song.
No, I was thinking like the singing ladies from Elden Ring, the bird ladies,
Mm.
Oh yeah.
or
Is it
something
kinda
like that. The Sylvanas song is kind of spooky though.
Does it feel like a heartbeat kind of thing?
So like,
If I potentially might know what that is.
you know what a heartbeat is, Tobias.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard a heartbeat before.
Don't sell yourself short.
I mean, theoretically, it sounds similar to the heartbeat that this is apparently a monster that is singing a song. I would say that's about the extent of the similarities.
Buster, do you
Okay.
tell everybody?
Yeah, I upon like going to. Is it just like all of a sudden? How do I hear it? Does it like slowly start picking up, or is it kind of just like snap? Like all of a sudden, I'm aware of it. How does
I think it's
my
like you're
awareness
kind
come?
of like it's just suddenly you're like, wait a second, kind of like you realize it's there, almost like it's been there the whole time, but you're kind of like realizing
Okay.
that there's music. And I think with a 26, you can like hold on to that song for like you are noticing it for a little while.
Can I? Go ahead.
I do ask everyone, like, do you not hear singing? It is like chorus of many haunting voices, like from deeper within cave this way, in only entrance. You do not hear voices. It
I
is
hear
like
nothing.
many creatures singing very haunting.
Thorn hear it?
Oh, that's a great question.
What's Thorn's wisdom modifier?
Listen, I'm finding out for reasons.
Why sometimes
Sometimes
can
maybe good.
we hear it
sometimes maybe
and
shit.
sometimes we can't?
One does not.
If it seems to be there, why is that the case?
You do not hear it currently, but I do hear it, and it has been song has seemingly not stopped, but it is like I'm only now aware of it, and it is loud, and it is only going to get louder as we get further into cave.
Well, then maybe we'll hear it once we get closer.
Have you ever gotten so used to something that you forget that it's there? Maybe we've just been hearing this song ever since we got here,
Yeah.
and until we've decided to pay attention, it hasn't stood out to us.
Well,
Hey, Taylor.
Hello.
Sam talking. That's terrifying.
Thank you.
But
That-
why?
That's horror.
If you were to sing, you would want the songs are either for telling stories or for attracting mates or to warn people or for mourning or for happiness. What singing could possibly be done by creature? Because singing takes effort. It is not easy. It is done for purpose. Why would song exist to be ignored?
No,
Forgotten.
maybe they just can't stop singing.
Song machine broke.
You know, somebody
Ah.
put in too many quarters.
What's a quarter?
I'm
Oh,
thinking a
gosh.
slug full of
Oh, no.
quarters.
and
Um,
are we talking about this
slug.
while we're walking down the tunnel, or
Can
have we
I-
I
stopped?
thought
I-
we were walking the whole time.
I was gonna say we can be walking, but
I
can
just wanted to know what like kind of graves were here. Like my only other like thing that I inquired about previously. But after that, I'd like to continue walking as well.
And I wanted to cast Detect Portal as well.
Detect portal.
Yeah, it's a Horizon Walker ability. Can magically sense the presence of any planar portal within 1 mile. It's a very niche, weird ability, but
It feels appropriate for this campaign, though.
Sick.
feels like right now it
It's
might
really
be
cool.
useful.
What a fascinating thing to like add to one class.
Horizon Walker, I'm telling you, Ranger kind of gets the short end of the stick sometimes, but Horizon Walker is one of the like most flavorful and interesting Ranger subclasses. Like one of the
Yeah.
most flavorful and interesting subclasses in the game. Actually, it's so cool.
Wow.
Worm was fun. So the new Rangers seem a lot of fun.
Yeah, Swarmkeeper is really neat.
Okay. This is a very interesting ability, and I do look forward to it detecting things in this campaign. You do not detect a planar portal currently.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, John.
as you
My
push
earring
up.
wouldn't fuck with this, right?
With the planar portal
Yeah.
or the detect portal? I don't think so, because it's just
Okay,
like
I just wanted to make sure, like, do I need to stand far away from him when he does this?
It's right here. I need
yeah,
you to, I need you to be a mile away from me, please.
because I don't think it
Okay, and I
detects.
go for a walk.
Yeah, because your thing is more like it has the possibility to like communicate planarly, but I don't think it's
Well,
enough to
'cause
like.
I can teleport a sister with it.
I mean, I guess that's true, but it's not like an active. Like it's a portal
It's
when
not
it's
an
being
active
used.
portal.
Yeah,
Short
Okay.
form portal.
that's the way I.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because then
But
I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk while you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you guys want to know something wild I just learned by reading my abilities? When I use Planar Warrior, the thing that adds the D8 of force damage, it actually makes the entire attack force damage.
Oh,
What the
Ooh.
fuck?
nifty.
So
That's
all
sick.
damage is force.
Sweet.
Well, I mean,
Resist this.
technically.
Yeah, that's cool. But anyway, yeah, I
Alright.
just wanted to do that, and then we'll find out who's in the crypts, and then we'll keep on walking.
Yeah, so you walk a little bit ahead. You see kind of pathways, two on each left and right, and kind of like a larger pathway that splits another two directions going forward for a total of 6 different paths down here in this tunnel. As you kind of step forward, you do see your first of the like full coffins down here, and you kind of approaching it. Buster, you get the sense. Give me an insight check real quick. Or
Insight works.
yeah, insight.
It sure does.
Yeah,
Damn.
24. All right. So you kind of come to this first grave or coffin. These coffins are pretty much, as you look around, you notice a couple others. They almost look identical in the way that they are made. You get the sense, like after seeing the crypt above, that these are probably like middle class citizens, like citizens who could afford to pay for a coffin and like be interred at the crypt.
But
I think
not
I think even you get
high
the
class.
sense. Yeah, I think you get the sense that the high class were buried above you. This is kind of the middle class, and you assume, based on your knowledge of these crypts, as like a cleric generally. I'm pretty sure you're.
Yeah, we do last rites, body preparation, and stuff like that. It's part of the gig.
Yeah, you imagine there's probably a deeper area of this crypt where there are people who can't afford like coffins.
The dreg heap.
Hmm.
Do the tracks go in any particular way, or we just kind of
Ooh,
schmoo?
you see the I'll kind of let you keep your 16 here. You do see the boot tracks kind of go in a couple different directions. The smaller boot prints seem to be going back and forth towards Sorry, I'm like eyeballing my map here. They seem to be going back and forth mostly towards the area to the right. The other pair of boots seem to be going much further south and to the right. So like to the left. So the very furthest forward and to the left path from where you are. And then you do notice like that slithering seems to kind of come and go in all directions.
Okay. So do I get the
Can-
impression that little boot and big boot were here together, Or
No, they're prints that like you see little boots before and after, like impressions of before and after, like where the big boots came from. They don't
Okay.
seem to be walking together at any point.
And sorry, one more question, and then I'm
Yeah, no
good.
worries.
Structurally, so this is set up. Is it like a rib cage? So there's like a spinal cord, and then there's 3 branching paths.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
It's almost more like a spider's body
Okay,
where
so
there's
more
like
angled.
legs, offshoots. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Buster, do you still hear the thing?
Do I still hear the singing after looking at the graves and walking a little bit further?
Give me another wisdom save.
Stressful. Add the 3, so
19.
that's 19. Yeah.
You do not.
Can we tell which slither print is the most recent, the freshest?
I can roll
Ooh.
again if you want or something too.
Yeah, give me another survival check for that
Can
one.
I help?
While he's doing that,
Take advantage.
I heard the singing a little bit already, and I want to try to see if this helps us hear it better. But I want to cast minor illusion as a sound to mimic the exact singing that I heard for all of us out loud,
It's a 19 survival.
and kind of I just kind of hope that gives us a refresher on what to listen to when we're trying to find it again. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And maybe I want to see if there's any reaction from whatever's making the sound,
Okay.
if that's even possible from here.
Is
But
that-
loud
is it
minor
big?
illusion sound exactly like the singing.
For sure.
And yeah, I don't know what that will do exactly. I'm not.
Can't wait for you to make a minor illusion and no one can hear it.
Yeah, I mean everybody can hear the sound of your the music you make. You definitely can like continuously cast it to kind of keep it going if you'd like. And yeah, Olin, you're kind of looking around, and especially with Rosemary's help, you can kind of tell that one of the slithering tracks looks relatively recent. And looks like it has gone south.
Okay. Are there more forget-me-nots around?
You do see a couple of spots of the forget-me-nots, yeah.
Can I
Actually, like the deeper you go, you see more and more of them seem to be on the ground for the path going towards like where the heavier footsteps was walking. That seems to be like more and more forget-me-nots down that way.
Can I pick one and smell it?
Yeah, you pick it up, you smell it, and it has kind of like a sickly sweet smell.
Does it smell metallic at all?
Maybe like a hint of that, but not especially.
Okay.
What direction was the heavy boots again?
They went south and to
Oh.
the left.
Yeah.
So southeast.
Mhm. Yeah, heavy boots southeast. The tentacles look like they've both gone. Most recently, I'll say southwest. Though, but they kind of like follow where the other man's footprints are, and they are definitely more of the like slithering marks to the southeast in that direction where the forget-me-nots are, and then the smaller footprints went up to the northwest.
Did you say that Little Boot was older or Big Boot was older?
Little Boot is both older and newer.
Okay, so it's
Multiple little
here.
boot tracks, return
Mhm.
trips.
I kinda
Yeah, actually, Little Boot is the newest one through here.
I think I'd be interested to see where Little Boot's going, the newest Little Boot, because we might be able to
Find someone.
find someone, right?
Which one was Rosemary's foot closest to Big Boot or Little Boot?
Little Boot. And you do notice, like, as you come out here, several of the undead are milling about here. You see a number of zombies, skeletons, mostly skeletons, though they don't seem like aggressive or to have like really noticed you.
Should we proceed a little bit more cautiously, quietly, carefully?
I think as long as we don't disturb anything of theirs, they won't disturb us. But it's hard to know what they think is theirs. So, more caution probably is good.
All right. So which direction y'all headed?
After Little Boot?
Towards the most recent.
I was
Little
gonna
Boot,
say I'm
yeah.
feeling Little Boot, new boot, new Little Boot,
New Boot?
New Little
Oh,
Boot
that's not
goofing.
nice.
new
Mhm.
boot.
So y'all
Which
head
direction?
to the northwest.
Away from Worm.
As you head towards the northwest, you kind of pass one of these crypts that looks like the top has been opened somewhat, though the body inside is unmoving.
Interesting. How so kind of a weird question. How decomposed is the body?
Do you stop and take a peek in?
Yeah.
There's some like cobwebs in the way, so it takes you a moment. But Olan, when you look, the body looks like it is not nearly as decomposed as you would assume for this part of the crypt. You see a tall figure kind of stuffed full in this crypt. And it takes you a moment. They look familiar. And you realize that they look familiar because they look like you. You see your face. Eyes closed, cheeks hollow. Then you blink and it clears. And it almost feels like a dream because when you look back, there is a skeleton here. Its face like smushed in. But looks well decomposed.
Okay. Gonna have to show me something scarier than myself already dead. I've been there.
Double dead.
Oh great, I'm dead again. Perfect. Okay, that's cool though. Thank you for the horror.
Mm-hmm. And
I really hated that.
as you come around the corner, you enter a room filled with several crypts along the side. You notice where it looks like one crypt has been dragged into almost the center of this room, and a flat piece of wood set on top of it. And you see a woman standing over this piece of wood, several like a quill in hand, several pieces of paper across like this wooden plank on top of this makeshift crypt desk, and she's writing. You see she has incredibly pale skin comparable to Olin's. She has dark hair kind of pulled back into like a long ponytail, and she does not seem to hear you approach. She seems very engrossed in what she's doing.
Should we knock?
What is she doing? Can I like just sidle up to her desk and just kind of like look
Just
over?
come up and look. Yeah, for sure. feel like I want to change this.
I'm gonna stay in the back.
I think Olan gets close-ish, but not close enough. Olan tries to stay far enough away to not alert her, but
Yeah, Buster, you kind of like sidle up. I think anybody who wants to kind of walk up can see that she seems to be drawing a picture, working on a piece of like art, at least like the line work for it, of what looks like a castle being ripped apart, piecemeal, and it's almost like we're kind of like looking down perpendicular, almost like an isometric view of this castle that she's kind of like sketching out and drawing. And I think once you sidle up Buster, she kind of like looks up, and you see she reaches up and pulls these plugs out of her ears.
I'm sorry, I did not realize you were listening to music and drawing. I do that all the time.
I'm sorry, listening to music.
Rosemary,
You don't
are
have-
those the AirPods?
I think my nose is bleeding.
Oh,
you don't
I think
have
those
fairy
are
gods
like
in your
fine.
ears? Little gnome song? Sorry.
She looks like tense as she overlooks you with these kind of like dark eyes. She is wearing
My hands very
her
minimally.
her clothes look very fine, but also very old, covered in dirt and dust. And yeah, she's wearing like a fancy like top and pants and like little thin boots. And she says, I'm sorry, who are you?"
I am Buster Case Lightfoot. I am cleric of this group. We seem to have fallen into catacomb after being sent in to upper level of crypts where rich people lie. And now we are exploring because we have heard rumors of this. Some believe it is serial killer, murderer of some sort, the Vanisher, it is described as. We hear singing, we see forget-me-not flowers, we're exploring catacombs, and we noticed that you were engrossed in your work, drawing something. This is very interesting, and I just wanted to see what you were working on. This is a castle that seems to be split apart. I like your style, it is very impressionistic. It is as if this is moment trapped in time from above.
Yes, well, this is what the castle looks like currently, frozen.
What castle is
This
that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, Busta.
Oh, knock knock.
I motioned to cleric of this group, and I made sure to motion back to all the other homies. So
Are you dead?
hopefully she.
You ask her this?
Oh yeah.
She says, "Yes, of course. I'm in a crypt."
Okay, that checks out.
This is
Me too.
Castle of Vernus, correct? This is castle we heard about from Erasmus.
Yes, this is Castle of Venice. I feel like I should say, if you have come to threaten me or do me harm, I do know some powerful magic, and I'll probably remember it.
No, we
Love
do not wish.
her.
We do not wish to threaten you at all. We found ourselves in crypt after killing very many risen dead. We are now walking and looking around, and we happened upon a well-dressed woman sitting and drawing. No danger, no harm, no foul. Obviously, if you threaten us, same rebuttal. But there is no threat whatsoever. We are purely exploring and looking for thing. What do you mean forget? Like, do you not have book of spells like other casters do not have. I produce my like symbol of the little campfire thing that I keep on the chain around my wrist. I guess is how my sigil is now. I've never thought about it until literally just a second. My cleric focus, you do not have symbol to ground your spells and powers. I even forget.
I actually do have a spell book filled with all kinds of powerful spells, and you see she begins like looking around as if she like is not quite sure where it is at the moment. And then she like yeah, and I remember plenty of powerful spells that I can call at my whim at any moment. You think my dress is fine?
For sitting in the crypt amongst all the corpses and dirt and dead bodies, yes, you've kept it very clean.
I think I am running out of things to give out that are crocheted. I will hand her a beanie, though.
Oh, thanks. And
You're
she'll
welcome.
just
Thanks
put
for
it on.
letting us in your home.
Yes, apologies for the rats.
Oh,
There
it's
are rats
fine.
here?
You're hunting the singer.
Sure. Who is
Hey.
that?
I believe so. I do not hear it anymore, but there was singing. It is gone now, but I do believe there was singing previously.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like this, and I'll make the song again.
She nods and she says, yes, I'm almost forgetting it now that I've pulled my earplugs out again
Yeah, why do you have those in your ears?
to block out the singing.
But we want to hear the singing, don't we?
Well, that's the thing with the creature, is if you hear it singing, you forget it. But if I block out the singing, then I remember where I see it. And I know
Can
to
I-
steer clear.
Can I
This song is
try your-
hunting call.
Can I try your earplugs? Do you mind?
It's kind of gross, isn't it?
We're both dead. It's fine.
We have plenty of extra
I think
fabric and
Question.
cloth and
Do you continue to produce earwax after you've died?
It's not earwax, but it feels like something.
Death. It's a little. It's death grist.
Death grist, yes.
I'm writing this down.
But I would,
This is
if-
canon.
if you wouldn't mind, appreciate trying it.
I'm just gonna plug my ears.
Yeah, she'll hand it over.
I just
Yeah.
slam those suckers in there. My big ol' elf
Also-
ears.
I feel it is very unbecoming of us. What is your name? I introduced myself. I'm Buster. This
What
is
are you
the rest
saying,
of
Buster?
party.
Are you asking her what her name is?
I nod my head very vigorously.
My name is Olan.
Oh gosh, because they can't hear us, they think
They
we
cannot
can't
hear
hear
us.
them.
It
What are
is
you
so
saying?
They must speak louder for effect. All right.
Yes, Buster, Olan, a pleasure to meet
Rosemary.
Rosemary, Thorn.
Wow.
Thorn.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
I like how blasé she's become.
She's like, I'm Queen Odessa. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh gosh, we're in the presence of royalty.
Who is she?
Your Majesty.
Oh, there's no need for all that. I don't have not a real queen anymore.
Anymore?
What is a former queen doing all by herself in a tunnel crypt?
Well, they've blocked off the front gate, and the singer lives below, so I've just been doing projects, I guess.
There's an opening that we just made. Would you like to leave?
I'm not looking for a job. No, thank you, though.
Oh no! I started doing her voice. Oh gosh, no! We just came down a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
Oh.
The upper crypt. You did not hear. Oh, you had earplugs in. You did not hear the
Yeah, the whole
floor
roof
of
thing.
crypt shattering entirely.
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out.
John, do I remember anything?
No, you don't remember things. No, you don't remember
Yeah,
anything
here's
that
a
you
plug.
have forgotten. Currently.
Does he? Okay. It doesn't matter if you hear the singing, because at this point, because we don't want to hear the singing.
The hearing the singing makes you forget about the creature and things done with it. But if you forget, it's already forgotten. There's no way to unforget by stopping the hearing.
Right.
So, stopping the song stops potential forgetting later.
I would like to ask her if she's seen anyone like me.
Like you.
Oh yeah, I've got lots of sisters, and they kind of look just like this, almost. Basically.
I hand her back the earplugs. Maybe these will help you remember.
Oh, thanks. I'm afraid not. Though it is funny, my husband used to say similar, that he had lots of brothers.
You know, big families are just the best, you know.
Yes,
What-
I suppose.
What was your
Royalty.
husband's name?
Oh, Azalin Rex.
Oh.
Oh
I'll check
gosh,
that.
what were his brothers' names? And were
Um,
they single? Hey, I got lots of sisters, I gotta ask.
I only met a couple of his creations, but I believe the only one whose name I remember off the top of my head is the one who called himself Death as he marched off into the mists.
Oh, melodramatic. I got sisters like that.
Hold on a second.
Need death in the mists.
Wait,
Brother of the king. God, fuck. That's
said-
sick.
you said you were married to the king? Who are you? 'Cause
Oh,
Liz.
sorry, I'm Queen Odessa.
Sorry, I had
Earplugs.
the earplugs in. They're very effective. It's very impressive.
God damn it, dude. Incredible.
But yes, I was. Azalin tried all kinds of. Well, he's always trying to escape, as it were, and yeah, tried all kinds of things. You see, she's kind of like starts to like scratch at the drawing, spells, sacrifices, creating new Dark Lords to take his place.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no.
My
Did he have
dear.
red hair?
He did, yes.
Oh, fuck.
Did he
All
kind of look
roads
like
lead to
this? And I'm
Theron.
gonna make a bust of the face that I've seen in the dreams.
She kind of looks and she says, "It's been so long, but yes, it does look like him."
I snap it back.
Oh, have you said you've seen the creature, right? Do you have any drawings of it? You're just so gosh darn good at art. I'm just looking at this castle here. It's a real fine piece, and just wondering if you'd maybe drew the little monster guy.
That's a great question.
John, you gotta stop rolling 9, buddy.
What is
Have you seen the Big Boot? Do you know who Big Boot is?
I hope who Big Boot is.
What do you mean by he's trying to make more Dark Lords?
Oh well, he was. He was.
He was.
Yeah, he cloned himself multiple times, trying to, I guess, shove off the responsibility of his reign so that he could escape. It never worked.
All right. Okay.
Oh gosh, that sounds really irresponsible.
Is my
Can-
shadow acting up at all being around her?
No.
Can a person just make clones? Like,
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a thing that can be like.
I'm gonna go to kitchen, whip up a couple of clones. You want
Well,
anything? Like,
It was.
You know,
It was
incredible.
powerful magic.
Oh.
I should say he does look like that in his living form, but my husband, last I saw him anyway, was a lich, very undead. So
oh, sorry. Hold on, because Olin's been asking people, and I'll hold my hair back so it looks like I'm bald. Have you seen someone that looks like this?
no, I'm not.
I just
Okay.
turn her. I just use minor illusion to turn her into.
Good question. Good idea. You use minor illusion to shave her head.
Also, that's what I look like. All right.
So you have been trapped in this crypt. You are previously royal, I believe, because Zalen is no longer here, deposed queen of Land of Darkon. And you have been staying in crypt, keeping yourself busy because I'm assuming undeath is, correct me if I'm wrong, either you or Olan, I do not wish to be rude, permanent forever until however long undeath works. You're just here, sustained.
Yeah. Yes, it's actually surprisingly difficult to come back from undeath.
Are you
Hmm.
trying?
Coming back from death is easy. Coming back from undeath is hard.
Wise words. It's been a long time since I've tried. Honestly, I kind of like undeath. I don't really worry about eating or sleeping very much.
Must
and
be
I-
convenient.
You know, live pretty much as long as the magic holds.
What, may I ask, was it that brought you to undeath?
I'm afraid. Well, that's a very personal question for one.
I know. I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sorry to even ask, but it seems like it could be pertinent.
But no, Zalen offered undeath to all of his spouses, I suppose you'd call us.
It's a silly question. You're a queen. He's gone. Doesn't that make you the ruling monarch as soon as you get out of here?
I suppose by some measurements, I died long before Azalen left, mind you. I've just heard of his exit in the occurring, well, mist shroud encroachment. But I mean, I suppose there's not really a castle to go back to or much of a kingdom left to rule, as far as my understanding. And she mimics, Tobias, what you did to like show off, like the image of Theron from your dreams. She kind of like looks at her drawing of the castle and then like waves a hand, and you see like green light coming up, showing like a 3D view
Ooh,
of
Picture.
that's pretty
Of-
cool.
Oh, it's fucking sick. It's exactly what I envisioned.
and it is like completely like frozen in this image. And she says, it floats like this in the sky now. The only way you'd be able to reach it is by flight.
Permanently. It's just there.
Yes. And she's like staring at the illusion.
So sick.
I thought about asking Ebb to fly me up there, but I don't think she likes me very much.
Who's Ebb? Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Nightworm, the shadow dragon that served my husband.
Oh, she wasn't being dramatic.
Who,
I would
who
really
wasn't
like
being
to
dramatic?
meet this
Rosemary?
Nightworm.
Rosemary said something she wasn't supposed to say out loud.
What'd you say, Rosemary?
It's just between Olin and Rosemary, I guess.
Sam will say it for everyone else to hear, but apparently Olan only was the only one that caught it. Oh, she wasn't being dramatic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Nia, Steve, and I heard that, and Buster more than likely heard it as well. But I was also writing down Nightworm, thinking of how
Nightworm,
fucking
yeah, I was-
sick of a title that is.
Yeah, 100%. I was also doing the
It's
same thing.
So sick. There's
Have
something
I-
so funny that worm and worm are the same word, but if you add a Y, it's so much fucking
much-
cooler.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
because it's worm
Yeah.
or worm. Worm. Have
We
I
use
ever
them
heard
in
of a
dirt.
shadow? Have I ever heard of a shadow dragon or a nightworm?
You can give me Arcana check.
Nightworm.
Ah.
10.
Yeah, I mean you've maybe heard of shadow dragons. You don't.
Yeah,
You're not really sure what that is. Some kind
I
of
just
dragon.
thought I might because of who I am.
That's fair. Okay, I'll let you have advantage on that roll.
Okay.
For reasons.
For reasons. Nope, not better.
Hey,
No. Yeah.
when was the last time you and Ebb had a chat?
Oh, I suppose it's been about. What year is it?
Oh no,
I don't
know.
I looked at the
I don't
board.
know either.
I assume
Local
in
time.
in the downtime we would have acclimated and like synced up our watches to like the date and
Grabbed a
time of the new
newspaper.
realm. Yeah.
That sounds
It-
reasonable.
Do you have anything that we could show? Well, we hope to meet this Ebb at some point. Do you have anything that would show that we're a friend? So, we don't get wrecked immediately.
It's been several decades, probably about 80 years since I've even talked to Ebb. And I'm not sure a token marking you as a friend of mine will be a benefit, to be honest.
So
That's okay. I think I know something. I think I know
Yeah.
someone.
So
I would perhaps you could tell Ebb that her egg should still be at the castle. Perhaps that will interest her.
Any like specific
Yeah.
area in castle to help this hunt? It's a very specific niche conversation to have.
Well, it was part of the vault, but the vault had a planar lock on it that should have protected it from any of the things that were happening outside of the vault.
I can, maybe I can detect a planar lock with my detect portal ability.
Who destroyed the castle like that?
I imagine as Aelin.
Ah.
I do believe this happened in Hour of Ascension. We heard that it was roughly 60 years ago, and you said that it was 80 years since you have spoken with Ebb. So you have been here for a while in Catacomb.
Yes.
Is this self-imposed exile, or have you been shut down here by somebody else's hand?
I did travel when I first started, but once they sealed everything up, I honestly didn't bother. I suppose I've been fine, but if it's open now, perhaps I will do some more exploring. I've had a few visitors, but
Did one of them have big boots?
I suppose
Sorry.
a couple.
There is a track more recent than some others here that also explores these catacombs, and supposing that it's been sealed until very, very recently, it would have to be someone that has either been down here or found a way in.
It's Percy.
Percy.
Percy?
Yes, he. Not sure what his relationship is with the singer. He almost like worships the thing.
He's a real son of a bitch, I bet.
He's strange and honestly has avoided me as if I'm one of the zombies that walk through here. So I've not had many conversations with him. But yeah, he's an older gentleman.
Well, do you have any? Yes,
Tobias,
Rosemary.
make a picture of the guy that was up there that didn't want to let us in.
I
The
I
gravekeeper.
wave my hand, and the bust of the gentleman appears.
Yeah, recognition floods her eyes, and she says, "Oh yes, that's him."
Oh my gosh!
That was incredible, Rosemary.
Big brain.
Wow.
Good job.
I'm just gonna be on this high for a while.
Do you have anything we should know about this singer? We're gonna go try to make sure that the singer doesn't kill anyone again.
You see, she like pulls the hat, the knit hat down like a little tighter, and she says, "The creature is dangerous, which I'm sure you know. It makes you forget it, which makes it hard to kill, I imagine."
That's why we put. Well, now we're gonna put earplugs in, right? And that's how we remember it.
I do believe it is pertinent to have conversation without either plug, so we're not sitting in catacombs screaming at each other with other zombies that we are trying to stay at least somewhat quiet to avoid.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe goal, if we can find this singing creature to potentially put an end to it. But I think for someone of royalty, take it from me, if self-imposed exile there is a lot more to life that is worth living outside of comfortable walls. You find yourself in life of distraction and leisure, but there, even in undeath, I can presume there is quite a lot of life to be lived. And if you were to be so comfortable, you are more than welcome to come with us, depending on state we are in after encounter. We have small apartment. You can stay with us if you need a place to get on your feet. Otherwise, I do not know if this castle where Baron is currently living is your old castle, but we are currently under employ of Baron, and I look over to Thorn for the first time in a little while, and kind of acknowledge her, and this is employee of said Baron. I'm not saying we need to depose said Baron, but if this is going to be a conflict of previous regal line coming into town with current, I say this in purely dictionary definition, but maniacal leader of town, Baron, I do not wish you to be in danger if this is potential.
You could just do a political marriage.
Yeah, I'll probably just go exploring and not do any of that. But I do appreciate the offer. I don't really like people, so I appreciate the offer letting me stay with you. I have no interest in ruling over people. I only became queen for Zaylan. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you're more than welcome. It'd be great to have you.
Did
I hate to see people by themselves. It's really not fun.
No, I absolutely enjoy it. Though I will say, if you are looking for Ebb, there was a man who used to, which you may have, I think you mentioned having perhaps your own lead, but there was a man who used to deliver messages for pretty much anybody I needed him to. I believe he's taken up permanent residence in Illaluk, but his name is sorry, bear with me a moment. I didn't think this part through. Okay.
John, I sent you a super secret Discord DM.
Super secret Discord DM.
super secret? Tell me about it. I want to know.
But I want to know the super secrets.
I'm gonna send John a super secret Discord DM that just says, "Hi," smile. Seb Mistmaker. I am curious
That
whether
works for me.
I am curious whether this Seb Mistmaker is likely to be alive after 80 years of the queen being in a crypt, but
He was an elf, so he's especially long-lived. He's not from Darkon, from my understanding, but he seemed to be stuck here like most of us.
seems the longer that we stay here, the more we find that there are many transplants to Darkon.
It's true. The Sea of Sorrows itself allows people from other places to come here, plus all of Azaelin's experiments, and, well, seems we've gotten all kinds.
Did Azalin ever travel to other planes?
Well, he couldn't. He was stuck here. Now he could send his clones. They weren't tied by the same rules as Azalin.
Might
So
they-
I'm.
Might they have also had his, if you'll forgive me, mad scientist streak? The great desire to create and do that which is otherwise unknowable.
Azalin was an expert in that. I'm sorry, but what was your question?
No, that's enough. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Hmm.
Are you doing anything in particular with that right now, Sam?
I'm just wandering a little bit further away and like looking at a wall and trying to use the sight portion.
Okay.
I knew I should have smelled that sword more.
And you're using it on the old
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait. For whatever this bullshit is, I can't wait.
Sam, you see
These devious.
you see a dark tunnel with you see the hand out in front, a lamp lighting the way, and then you give me a wisdom save.
Shit.
With a +3 from the aura.
16 then. I'm not hearing. I can only pick one.
I understand.
Okay. I just wanted.
But it is relevant for is your character, she can still hear where she's at, right?
I think so. If
Depending
Yeah.
on what she's doing.
if this is functional to a similarly acting ability, then yes.
Yes,
like
I
a
can hear where I am.
Cool.
I
That-
cannot see where I am though.
Gotcha. So yeah, you see dark tunnel, and then you see the ground shifting and something beginning to slither out from the ground, and then darkness.
Okay. Interesting. 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 Interesting.
Back in the room, Odessa, she says, well, good luck on your monster hunting quest, and all that. If there's any other questions I might be able to assist you with, you seem nice enough. Do any of you
keep
have,
an eye out
like-
for your
John,
book?
I am sorry. I am deafened. It is blinded and deafened to my own surroundings. while I'm doing
Oh. Then, little rewind.
I read my abilities.
You see lamp, something digging, slithering, and you see a pale face, like coming up from the ground along like a long white neck, a face with dark eyes, its mouth open wide, with just like this almost like void where its eyes and mouth are. And there's like a quick exchange before like the person with the lamp just like is running off into the darkness.
Wow, that
Interesting.
sucks.
Interesting. Okay, thank you. the thing is destroyed. Once this ends, the thing is destroyed.
And just this is what the head looked like.
Gross.
What the
Hey, not a fan.
Hold on. I gotta switch scenes so everybody can see how terrible this is.
Sick
I
as fuck,
am
but
not
gross.
a fan of that. Also, I
Nasty.
am not devious. First of all.
Yeah, I know. You're
Rosemary, why are you standing in the corner?
Tobias, give me a perception check.
Womp womp womp. Tobias or me?
Tobias.
Tobias.
I mean, if you're
Oh, he's
trying to scope out and stuff too.
Oh, I was gonna ask Odessa if she wanted us to look for her spellbook while we were
20.
out and about.
No, that's fine. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. And Tobias, you do spot where there looks like a crypt that is kind of like cracked open on one corner, and there looks to be a couple of like things stashed inside. You're kind of like walking around meandering, and you see like a thick tome, a small like glass bottle sticking out like of a leather pouch, and then like a small purse.
I think I found you a spell book. If you would like it now.
Oh, sure. And she goes over there and she's like, "That's where I put it."
I pick the purse up, the tome up, and the glass bottle up, and I hand it to her and like jiggle the glass bottle and ask, "What's this one?"
Oh, it's a potion I found, a potion of mind reading.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Well,
I didn't even know they made
if
potions.
you
for
never
that.
plan on using it,
Are you asking for it?
I mean, no, it's fine, but it would be fun to have. I can't be selfish about everything that I do.
How about something in trade?
Yeah. I don't know what I have, but what's in your purse? Is it just gold?
What? You're not going to trade me what's in my own purse anyway. What does it matter?
Well, I meant, what is there something better in there that I might trade you for?
It's mostly coin.
John,
Yes.
after I have a big brain move after this is done, so come back to
Okay.
me. After this bartering happens.
It's not quite as fun, but at least I can get, you might give you a couple more projects, and I pull out my playing card set. Deck of 52 cards. It's it might be worth a lot for you if you're going to stay down here for another 80 years.
Make a persuasion check.
She's gonna get real good at solitaire.
24.
24 is pretty good.
She looks very interested, and she's like, "Deal, how many cards are these?" And she begins like immediately kind of like pulling them all out and spreading them across the table, like to look at all of them.
I'm going to show her how to play speed, and I'm going to show her how to play a solitaire. Just real quick while we're getting ready to go.
I do believe we cut you off earlier. You were asking if we had anything. Were you asking for trade, or if we had anything in particular that you wanted?
Or would you like us to do something for you?
I do expect, if you are not leaving crypt, I think solitary life has its merits, but if you are not against having visitors every now and then, I would love to stop in, check up on you, see how things are going.
Yeah, feel free to visit if you'd like. perhaps I can answer any other questions you want, or if you just need, I don't know, the aid of a very powerful wizard. I remember being very powerful, for sure.
I mean, if you are
Actually,
a very
would you-
powerful wizard, we are going to go kill big thing.
I actually have a question for you. Our friends just have these 2 new magical swords. Could you look at them and see if you can figure out what they are?
Let's
Oh,
go.
Ellen, sorry, I'm sorry. Ellen just told he just whispered me in that in my ear. So
yes, I
didn't
can
want to be
identify those
impolite.
for you if you'd like.
that would be great.
Has a minute passed since I did my thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing all of this now.
Sully
wander
speaks up
over.
quietly. Can you also tell me about these goggles?
Sure,
Oh.
yeah.
So
Just put
I knew it.
back
I
on
knew
this harpsichord.
as soon as we found her book, I was
tell
like,
'em.
she knows how to know what magic is. She knows things.
She knows
She
what
kn-
magic.
she knows
She knows
things.
how what magic wear works.
She's got 8th level spells probably.
Yeah, so
She
Olan,
magic my spell till I book.
your short sword,
Whoa. Huh. My short
Is
sword.
a vicious short sword.
Sick, nasty.
Sick.
That's very good. Thank you.
That's fun.
So it'll take
Yeah,
extra
that's
damage
really
on
cool.
crit.
'Cause the extra damage is doubled because it's a dice roll.
Because
too.
it's a crit.
Nasty, dude.
Vicious.
Vicious short sword.
Sully, your sword.
Did I
Is
get
a-
this sword?
You had your goggles. Or sorry, not Sully. Rosemary.
The other
Apologize.
redhead.
The other redhead. Yeah.
Wacky. That's a good one.
The longsword of life stealing.
I mean, that's fun.
Gnar.
Very
That's
interesting.
Sicky Gnarnar, bro.
I like how you were just
Very.
like, oh, it's the humming sword. It's the humming sword, and we didn't see all the like skull iconography and the fact that it's slit at the top and it's clearly a
That's
not
badass blade.
important. That's not important. The important thing was that it was humming.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool sword, cool sword.
I think Rosemary would focus on the skulls or the humming.
Sully,
I would hope so.
your goggles, which just extend your dark vision range for you, are goggles of night.
Oh, I didn't know it extends it. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
That's why they're awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Genuinely usable by anyone.
She got them
So,
long
yeah,
range
weird.
eyes.
I'm gonna try to make earplugs for everybody. Rosemary, would you mind helping make earplugs for everyone?
I'll just pull out some spare yarn and like knot it up and make sure there's a little like tail hanging off so you can still pull it out of your ears.
And I'm gonna distribute it to everyone. And I'm gonna come up to Thorn and I'm gonna give her hers and I'm gonna say, Thorn, I'm really glad you're here. I think we're gonna really need your help for taking care of this singer. But I think that the Baron's gonna really, really see your worth after this.
I don't need your approval or the Baron's. And she
Shut
puts
your
them in.
dad's.
Let's head out.
Sorry,
Alright.
that was
I'm
all
gonna-
Sam.
I'm gonna come up to Buster and I'm gonna say, Buster, will you
Oh.
lead everybody ahead a little bit? I'm gonna be right behind you.
I want to whisper to Buster before he puts his earbuds in. But after
I've
everyone
got-
else has put theirs in.
I've got the really big ears, so they have to be a little bit bigger than the average.
Yeah,
like
I'm
everyone
like
is little. I've got
making
like
yours still.
use a piece of rope, just like a little end of it, just to like be the base to wrap the.
Yeah,
coil
the
around.
yarn around so that way it's at least soft. Hey,
Yeah.
so Buster, weirdest thing happened. I saw something. And I will describe the creature to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the weirdest thing. I was, just standing there thinking about that sweet old man, and then suddenly, it's like a vision. Saw him holding out this
Just-
lantern, and
Standing there and magically seeing visions.
life be like that sometimes.
I'm gonna do this, but I don't feel good about doing it. I
Is
don't
this-
want to.
is
but
this
it's just
something
natural?
I
That,
don't think Rosemary realizes what it is.
but is it something that Rosemary has had happen before? Of like stuff. Usually, to people that she's given gifts to, she'll
Right.
sometimes have visions.
Mm-hmm. If she's thinking about them, she'll just sometimes.
So that might be something that Buster is familiar with as someone that has worked with
Hmm.
Or Rosemary. Fuck.
Interesting. So, what do you mean
Here's
he had?
one.
Oh, thank you. What do you think? What do you mean he had exchange with this skull head
You know,
thing?
I couldn't hear. And John, it seemed like words exchanged, not items exchanged, correct?
Mhm.
Yes. Real weird.
Then he
You know, I
he
don't
ran
wanna
away
think-
after.
I don't want to think bad things about people, but I think that guy might not have been nice, and I think he might have been talking about us. Started going.
Hmm. Very interesting. Well, I was trying to be nice to him, but if he decides to betray that trust and that niceness, there's nothing we can do about this.
Here's two.
Interesting. Oh, thank you very much. Well, Odessa, it was very nice meeting you. If you'd like to help us kill massive singing evil creature purely for your own sense of safety and the fact that you can live life without having earplugs in, maybe that would make life easier. Maybe the resale value of your crypt would go up if neighbors are taken care of. If you'd like to help, you're more than welcome to. If not, it was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. I'm afraid I'll probably just stay here and work on this. This feels very important to me right now. Like all the cards spread out in front of her.
However,
She's learning bridge.
if I may ask a small request, if you hear blaring horn sound all of a sudden, maybe just drop everything and come help, please, because this is last ditch effort and we are all dying, please.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Can I give her a thumbs up and give him advantage?
I was gonna say, can I give the help action because
Um,
I gave her a beanie for free?
I'm also going to say, as he says that, oh, by the way, as soon as I come back, which hopefully we will, I'm going to teach you about 5 new games with that COD set.
You can take advantage.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh, and by the way,
19.
I have many things to offer you.
Buster's just a charming little guy. He's not very persuasive, but he talks big game, but he's just like, I want to listen to this little rabbit guy.
Sometimes you want wisdom to be a persuasion stat.
I know. But it's okay.
As
Oh, Odessa will add. I will say, if you're looking for the creature, if you head to the southeast, you should find the hole down to its lair. I have not gone down there, but that's where it resides.
Good to know.
as we leave, I'm gonna hang back and kind of subtly, because I don't have my earplugs in yet, but everybody else does. And I'm gonna wait till everybody's out of the room, especially Thorn. And I'm gonna say, "Oh, I forgot one thing back in the room with Odessa. I'll be right back." And I'm gonna come up to Odessa and be like, "Odessa, I'm really sorry. Can you look at one more thing for me,
Oh, like a magic item.
please? Please." And I'm gonna pull out the crown, and I'm gonna put it on the on her table.
With your hands.
No, it's wrapped up. It's wrapped up in cloth that I have.
The balls on this motherfucker. I love it.
I also sent you a DM, John, on Discord.
Yeah.
everyone's sending super secret messages.
Not me. The one time that I'm not playing the secret thing, all you are. I'm confused. It was so fun for me to just be the secret guy, but now I'm the secrets from every angle. What do I do?
Okay, so that to Olan. You want her to identify the crown.
Yeah.
This crown she definitely won't recognize at all.
She says, "Oh." She kind of like unfolds the cloth. She says, "It's one of the relics." Sure, yes. Well, I don't even really have to identify this one. This is the crown of Darkless Rex, one of the 3 relics of Rex.
There's 3 of these.
And I go ahead and do this.
Holy shit.
Has a few fancy abilities.
Hey, well, thank you, Odessa, for doing that. Question, real fast. Do you know the Baron, and do you like her or not?
I'm
Trustworthy or not?
honestly not all that familiar with her.
All good. If you said that there's one of 3 relics, do they all come in, like, do they all go together?
Yes, the set does enhance each other's magic.
What are the other 2? Just to keep an eye out. I just randomly found this one.
There's a set of robes and a hammer.
Any idea what those might be? Like Castle of Venice, maybe?
Yeah, that seems as likely as anywhere.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Odessa. I just wanted to check it. Appreciate you. Oh, and I got some fun games for you. You're gonna really like them.
Those D20 rolls, though.
Man, he really hit us with the 932, huh?
Cool. So. Wait, is that too dramatic? What did we have before? Just these?
No such thing as too dramatic, John.
I'm glad you sent us the item card because I thought you said it was the crown of Douglas Rex.
Douglas
I thought you did too. Dark
You know.
I'll put this one under Tobias for now. I know you don't have it equipped, but you have it on hand.
Yeah. And it's just wrapped up in my.
Beautiful.
Spooky.
And I run back to the group. And just got my shield. Sorry.
You need that. You need that to not die, Tobias.
I know, especially after last time. Gosh, actually, do you need this? Actually, Olan?
Wait, are you just saying that to him because he already died?
Little late.
Well,
I guess
I wouldn't want you to die again. That's the point.
I suppose I could make use of it.
I mean, I can, but I only have one. But I'm happy for you to, if you're going to be up close and personal.
Oh.
I'll think about that. We can consider it. Maybe swap it back and forth during combat. Free
Just
item
toss-
interaction. Toss the shield
Toss it
back
to
and
you.
forth.
Fucking Captain America ass shit out here.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Now that you're plugged up, we'll head over to
southeast, right?
Southeast
Wormtown.
cave. What a
Is there,
worm town.
is there anybody not putting in earplugs?
I don't
Cool.
think so.
All
Wanna
right.
do it?
Are y'all heading straight
Does-
towards?
Does Thorn put hers in?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you put yours in?
I do.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if I should have made hers not as great. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Rosemary
Whoa.
wouldn't do that. That's Sam.
That's a rude thing to do.
All right.
Hmm.
So y'all head south.
Yep.
So the party follows the path where the forget-me-nots are the thickest. Flowers on either side of you as you walk the path. Weaves around a corner, and you see a body hovering at the top of what looks like a large hole. Uh, just kind of dug out, leading. You can kind of like see more tunnel beneath this hole. There does not seem to be crypts or anything below it. But you can see this body looks much fresher than the other like dead that you've seen in the crypt. And there
So
are forget-me-nots like all around the body.
You said floating?
No, the body is laying like next to the hole.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said it was hovering there.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. And I was like,
Floating, hovering.
What the hell?
Well, I think we're going to the right spot, y'all.
Does this body look familiar?
What?
The body does not look familiar, but it does stand out in that it is missing the top of its skull. And you see where it looks like where the brains are completely like gone.
Neat.
Nice. That's fun.
Gross.
So happy for us.
Sam, do you have observant?
No, that didn't seem to fit this character.
Okay. I was just curious.
Did anyone take that?
I was going to next time I could.
Yeah. Well,
Is it that or alert?
surely we can play charades well enough as a group. Do we have like any hand signals for things like this
Does anyone have a
when we need
message?
to be quiet?
Brain scoop. No.
The brain scoop hand sign, that's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Not this again.
Can I pat down the body real quick? Is there anything in its pockets?
There's like 20 gold on it.
Fuck yeah, why not? Not what I was looking for, but I'll fucking take it.
Otherwise, the figure's just kind of like wearing leathers. It looks like there are like several bite marks in the body.
Dick, I pocket the gold.
How
Kind of shrugged Erwin like he's not using it.
Is the hole straight down?
Yes. Though it kind of like curves once it goes down.
I was about
So
to
next
ask if I
person
can.
draw.
slide down it.
I was about to ask if I can determine the cause of death. I know what the cause of death is. Let me clarify. Brain gone.
Weirdly
but
enough,
Natural
heart
causes.
attack.
heart attack, and then the brain gone. Got too scared. I guess I wanted to. The real thing I was trying to ask is if I could identify if this was similar to like some kind of beast or something that Olan might be more familiar with than.
Give me a medicine check.
Ooh, can I also try seeing if it maybe matches the face that I saw?
Nope.
Check.
That's a natural one medicine check, which means a fun little failure.
Oh yeah.
Fun little failure happens.
Well, that's a 6 for me before we get into that, which I'm assuming who fucking knows.
This would be a really interesting time for failure to happen.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, good lord! What kind of
Yours are like trickier than some of the other ones.
yeah? What
just
kind of
because
save
of its
do I
nature.
have to make? I forget.
It is a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's like you're kind of like looking over the wounds, and you see like this gold that Buster had pulled out. There's like a few pieces of it that have kind of like rolled up under the corpse here, and you kind of like end up inadvertently knocking around as you pull up the body.
Well, I love to roll a charisma saving throw. Do I have aura protection for this?
I'll say so, yeah. Yes, always.
Okay, 16.
Nice. There's that moment, but fortunately, Sully, there with you. And Sully, I think you even kind of like almost recognize there's this like moment that is almost very reminiscent of the first time you saw Olan back in the fight. The kind of like moment that you shared where you witnessed his shift or change, or underneath his armor. I don't quite remember exactly how that was framed, but either way, there's like this moment where you think you're like something is going to change with Olan, and then he seems to breathe, refocus in, but he gets like very distracted for a moment. But yeah, it's very hard to tell. The teeth look, I'll say, with your kind of lower medicine scores, it's very hard. The teeth don't look super animalistic, but they definitely seem like most of the bite marks they're not like eaten away. Like all of the eating has happened up here at the top of the head. The other bite marks are almost like things that like happened between, like, to get to that point, basically.
Okay. Owen looks back, goes,
That was me signaling mind flares.
"You look like a beetle right now."
Why are you so emo? What are you doing?
So it's helping block out more of the light.
Oh, migraine.
From your dark soul, you don't want any light on it.
Yeah, so
No.
it's helping block out a little more light. So
Woof.
Is there anything else y'all do before you head down into the tunnel?
lots of this.
Is there
Realize that you have not developed hand signals for communicating when dead.
Is there a
This is mind.
Can we
flares.
tell
Go to
how deep it
tentacles.
is? Just
It's about
at
20
like-
feet down.
Can I throw a torch down there? Does that
Mhm.
seem like a reasonable thing? Okay.
I guess the next person needs to pull out their rope.
I can use mine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna slide down.
I have
Oh my
plenty of
God.
rope to tie it up just in case.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
slide
I'm
down.
worried about the climb back up. You know.
Yeah. Especially if we need to go quickly.
I don't think we
Um,
need to worry about that.
So I imagine the scene
A
we
one-way
kind of
climb.
see from the this lowest level that we've gotten to, right? You're sliding down to this hole. The earth here is like even rougher than up above, just dirt ground. We see like light from the torch on the ground, and then some light from below as we kind of like see our adventurers slowly make their way down. Tobias leading the way, taking a few steps. Make me a perception check.
20.
That's still pretty good.
I know. That was close.
Beautiful. Tobias, you see a head slowly lifting from the ground, staring at you for a moment. And I'm actually for dramatic effect. It suddenly lashes out at you.
Right before that, can I send a minor illusion back to everybody, and it's gonna write out Hootenanny?
Oh fuck.
Oh, it's a hootenanny.
Oh no.
It's our
Oh
fucking
gosh.
It's our safe word.
It's our safe word.
It's our oh shit word.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of a safe. It's our danger word.
Great.
So, as the rest of you kind of hit the bottom, there's this moment where you turn, and everything happens very quickly. You see a head that looks similar to the one that we saw with Sam. This head like moves towards you with a strange, like jerky movement, very quickly though, and latches onto your onto Bias's shoulder and pulls him into the dark. And that's where we will end
No, that's not
tonight's
how it
session.
ends. I
My
don't wanna
best
end.
friend.
Well, don't worry, you won't remember him soon
You
enough.
just hear a very muffled Olan!
So-
You'll forget about him in just a little bit.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this kind of building up to this battle here. Next week, we will fight the Vanisher and find out whether our party survives, thrives, takes a dive, or has everybody forget they even existed. Until next week.
Bye.
Who?
What?